Good afternoon. Do a little bit of a test today. I bought this from the range. It's a multi-hub USB charger and data port as well. As I've already taken it out of the box. It's USB-C and it has micro SD, standard SD, two standard USB ports, USB 2, and a charge port as well, USB-C. So you can charge your phone, or you can connect other USB-Cs to this, and your SD card. Now, the reason I bought this is I've got recently purchased an old Hero 3 GoPro, and it's no longer supported by Wi-Fi. So I was hoping that I could plugging this in, connect it directly without having to take the SD card out of the phone and put it in. Put the GoPro card directly into the phone. I can use this, and then hopefully I can just transfer stuff straight over. Just a standard USB. And let's see what it recognizes. Alright, yeah, hey. Right, we've got the old Hero 3 here. I'm just going to pop the cap off. Put our little cable in. And we're just going to plug that now into our little USB hub here and see what we get. Oh, we have a light on the GoPro. Let's see if the doogie has detected it. Nope, wrong thing. Here we are, we'll get there eventually. Files, here we are. And what have we got? Just going to close some of these windows. Charging connected. Controlled by this device. Switching. Couldn't switch. No, we can't. That's annoying. That is annoying. So we won't be doing that then. We can't just plug that straight in. That's annoying. Let's see if we switch it on, if it makes any difference. Nope. Well, that's not going to work, is it? That's a bit of a bummer. Let's have a look. Charging connected. I'll tell you what, I'm going to disconnect and try again. Well, I have to say I'm very disappointed at that. I'm going to have to take the SD card out of here. And pop it into the drive port here. Once I get it in the right way around. Yep, that's reading. See how little it's popped up there. This is an extremely big and heavy phone I'm using here, so let's see. Will it? We've got it. DMC, let's see what's in there. There we go. Can we play from it? Yes, we can. Right, home in the vestibule, which is probably why it sounds. Right, that's great. We can play straight from the GoPro SD card, but we cannot connect the GoPro to the phone and draw the information off that way, which is a bit annoying. But nil desperandum, eh? This is nothing special then. No, we can only recognize one additional memory source. external memory at any one time. Here we have it. Issue with USB drive. These drives I've been putting in have all been used in other phones and other devices, so which I think is probably the reason it's doing this. I don't have that issue with the GoPro memory card, fortunately, so I don't want to format those for this phone. Nope. I'm going to try a flash drive, a USB drive now. I'll see what we get with that. Just before I do, there is something I wanted to try. It's the GoPro memory card in a micro SD. See if that's recognized in here. Will it take? I also forgot to mention there's a HDMI output there. That could come in handy. Yeah, that could come in really handy actually. Okay, here's a little something I discovered, and I wish I'd discovered this earlier. We had this Samsung A40, and it suffered a little bit of water damage, and the screen was not responding, so we couldn't get into it to remove my dots information, reset the device or whatever, do anything to it. If I'd have known this trick beforehand, I would have tried it, and that is just to insert the USB drive, the hub drive here, take yourself one of the various little HP or other type wireless mouse, pop that in there and press on. I wish I'd filmed this actually at the time when I was messing around with it, because it just occurred to me it can't hurt to try. So I charged up the phone, plugged this in, and you might be surprised to learn that things worked out pretty well. I was surprised at it, because once it gets started, I found I could use the mouse to open the phone, unlock it as well, I may add. You just use it as you would do a regular computer. See there, we have a little, I'll zoom in for you. Oh, look. It's a little pointer. Now there's probably somebody out there saying, oh, well, I knew that already. Well, I didn't, and the chances are there's quite a few of us who didn't know that either. So this might be a way of getting your data off before and resetting it before getting rid of the phone or having it repaired, because they like to lose your data, I've found. Here we are. Still in setup because I haven't assigned it a username or anything. So, yeah, Android connected. App installation paused. Yeah, it's all gone back to normal. And we can go in. We can switch off Wi-Fi, which is annoying me. We'll switch that off. We'll go back. We'll just go into gallery because there's nothing in there. Pictures, you have no pictures. Albums, yep, no worries. This isn't with a shape swipe. I know some people use a physical swipe, don't they? A particular pattern to unlock their devices. That should in theory work. I'm not going to try it. But one thing I did use, that I did find, was that the screen, after a hard reset, began to function again. So before you go mad saying, oh, the screen is ruined and whatnot, just try this. Hey, see, look, Network error, yes I know, because I switched off the Wi-Fi. Photos should not be signed in. Yeah, that's fine. The screen's working again. I was surprised at that. I was really surprised. Anyway, back to that. No, it's starting to get silly again. I don't want all this bump. I just want to switch off. So even if you've got a damaged screen, you can still get into your device reasonably well through a wireless mouse and this USB hub. Pretty useful, eh? Right, I think that about wraps it up for this. Just one more thing to try. Maybe. We'll see. Now, it has detected the A40. There it is, all plugged in at the side. But unfortunately, it's showing HDMI 2, connecting. There's no response from the phone there that there's any sort of... No, it doesn't want to know. So then, the Sensei 6-in-1 charging hub multi-connector from the range, or dare say there's generic versions as well. 100 watt charging hub, power delivery, connects and charge multiple devices from more than one power source. Yeah, it was worth the money. Because I've managed to get an old phone restored, get the data off it, and possibly use it myself as a spare. But yeah, it's a nice bit of kit. The Flex is a bit of a... But yeah, it's alright. It's not really intended for phones so much. I think it's more for laptops. But I would recommend that. Especially if you wanted to get stuff off I don't know if it works with an iPhone. If you've got an iPhone, I know they're notorious for not having expandable memory, and as far as I'm aware now, the latest Samsungs aren't either. So this might be worth an investment, rather than using cloud services, if you're in a pinch. Oh well, I hope that's helped you. See you in the next one. No thanks, Hal, I've got it.